everyone, this is Greg from Stationery Shenanigans, and I'm about to go on a trip, and I decided that we should take a look at my traveler's notebook and get it ready for said trip. As you can see here, I'm going through all my different things. I have a lot of different accessories, and I have three regular size traveler's notebooks and one small one. Um, Good rule of thumb before you travel anywhere in the stationery world is to check that all your things work. So I'm going through one by one to kind of see what I want to take. And when I say work, I mean both functionally work and work for you and what you're trying to do on your trip. So I really love my small traveler's notebook that I just got recently with the lightweight paper and everything. Um, Passport size, I mean. And I don't know, it just felt really small, and I felt like I wanted to do some journaling on this trip. And even though it would be great to fit in my bag and not take up a lot of space, I decided I want to stick with a regular size one. So here we have my hotel one. The inserts that I had in the hotel one, the one that it came with, I'm just not feeling it. So I do have my cotton pouch, which I really like, and I'm thinking it's going to go on this trip. So I'm trying to decide, what I'm gonna do. I have my olive one. I just wasn't feeling the olive one for this trip, but I liked the inserts that were currently in my olive one. So I'm thinking, okay, I want lined paper. I want blank paper too, in case I'm doing any kind of sketching or anything like that. So yeah, here I'm just trying to like mentally prepare myself for what I want to do. I'm sure you've all been through that before, but sometimes you just need like the juju to like really just inspire you there. So you can see I have this little charm on my olive one. Um, I also like how the olive one feels. It's turned out to be very soft and has a lot of good wear. So this is regular lined paper. Since I'm already thinking I plan on writing more on this trip and not so much art journaling or doing any kind of things like that, I decided I want to have lined paper. So here I'm taking an insert out with a rubber band and putting together the notebook part that I know I want to use. Maybe I'm not necessarily sold on which notebook is going to go in yet, but let's get set it up. So this is a notebook I had started and it didn't really go anywhere at the time, and it's in one of those single folders, which actually I do like when you just want to bring a single notebook. It kind of protects it well. So I'm thinking, okay, like let's finish this up since we recently finished up a bunch of our other ones. And yeah, this is a couple years old. I don't know why I didn't really go with it. I think it's just blank paper. So I decided I wanted this one mixed with the lined paper so I can do some both writing and just, insert your normal things or do some drawings and stuff. This one's pretty old too, but I quickly realized that this is an undated weekly planner, which I want to start using for the second half of the year. So I put that back, and yeah, now we have our heart set out on this one. So I'm just going to work on getting that set up. I'm going on a 5-day trip. I won't have that much time to do actual journaling, or maybe not as to the level that I normally would do, but I'm really excited and I want to have it with me. That way, I can record at least some of the experience. And also sometimes when you're just at the airport, you either read or write or people watch. That's always fun. So here I'm taking the rubber band to put the blank notebook in along with the lined one. And I decide, okay, like, do I want the olive one? It just doesn't feel right. I really like the new limited edition hotel one, so should I do that? Um, and that's what feels right. So I'm gonna take out everything from my hotel one to see if I can kind of start to get a sense of what I want. Put that to the side into my pile of notebooks and accessories, as you can see. And I insert the one we just put together into the hotel cover. I always worried that I'm doing this wrong because that one is supposed to be a bookmark and then there's two bands. So for all you hardcore Traveler's Notebook people, please don't come at me for this. I do what works for me. So just two notebooks. I don't want it too thick or too much. I'm trying to do the bare minimum. So do I want to do my trusty plastic case, which is so useful, but I really wanted this orange one, which is lightweight. It's a lot more lightweight than the leather pouch. So I go ahead and put this in here. It starts to feel right. The vibe's feeling good. Sorry, it's out of camera a little bit there. I think the orange actually goes well with the hotel one. So far I'm satisfied. I have the notebooks I wanted. I have the pouch I wanted. I'm going through here to see if there's anything I missed. Again, this folder is awesome. I recommend it. Back into the pile for another day. So now that I have the setup going, I need to figure out which supplies I want to take. And I'm trying to travel light, so I'm just bringing, I think, the bare minimum of what you would need to have a good traveler's notebook experience. Always have a washi tape. This is a thin one, so it doesn't get too bulky. I always love having a sticker or glue tape, however you want to call it. I'm just testing to make sure everything works. This is a small whiteout. Again, I'm one of those people where it bothers me if I have to cross things out a lot, so I like having a little whiteout, but you can see how small that is. It's perfect for traveling. This is a Pilot Razor that my bestie gave me, and I couldn't remember what color it wrote with. It's really thin, fine felt pen, and it's writing in like kind of a dark blue. I decided blue is good, so we're adding that to the pile. This is a Marks Ink pen, and it has the body of a pencil, and I think it's coated wood, so it also has that like wood feel to it and wood smell to it. It's just a black oil-based pen. I don't know what happened, but when I started writing with it, there was like oil gunked at the bottom, and I'm thinking something must have happened. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I just fixed it. We're putting her in. I always have a black oil-based pen. They come in handy. I know a lot of people hate them. Do I want this mild liner? I love having the gray, not just for highlighting, but just for like decorating or drawing a box. But the gray vibe wasn't working for me. So then I go ahead and pick up this brush pen, thinking, okay, I'm good. Again, it's gray. I was not paying attention to everything I have. I love this General's Cedar pencil. I forget what it's called. I think it's just a Cedar pencil. I think it's 2B. That's one of my go-tos. I always love using those for both writing and drawing. So I put that in there. And since I'm putting a pencil in and not a mechanical pencil, I want to make sure that this eraser works. And I want to make sure that I have the pencil sharpener. So as we can see, I'm choosing the smallest items possible to lighten my load for this trip. And then I decide, no, I don't want that Mark's pen. The juju was not mixing well with it. So I'm trying my Hello Kitty blue gel pen, which I've had for years and years, and it's one of my favorites to write with. But since that Pilot was blue, we don't want to go overboard here. This is a Pilot Timeline, which is black oil-based ink. This is one of my all-time favorite pens. It's pricey, so I don't normally like to travel with it, but it's vacation and we're going for it. So I decided I'm going to bring that. This is the Mitsubishi number 460. This is the best pen to write on for that super light paper and that thin paper. I highly recommend it. It's oil based, but it's comfortable to write on for a while. And because it's light, you don't feel like you're going to rip the page. So I'm putting everything in the front part of the zipper pocket. And because I'm crazy, I put things in order of me using them or in order of me wanting to grab and use them. So I put the whiteout stuff in the back. Pencil will be the third most used. Again, I'm crazy. Um, and then I put the black ballpoint on the outside because, I mean, when you're out and about and you have to sign something or fill out a form, ballpoint is the best way to go, especially with black, and I like to have that on top so I'm not rummaging around looking for just a regular pen and not some fancy thing. So I have my charms there. I'm feeling it. It's so far we're there. It's not too thick. Got a good amount of things in there. And here I'm thinking, like, okay, this is gonna work. Then I was like, wait, I like to have post-it notes always. They're just so useful. So, and I grabbed some stamps too. It's always good to have stamps in case you want to mail a postcard. So I'm looking at the back pocket here. I'm going to cut this sheet of postage stamps so it can fit in that pocket. And then always good to have paper clips. So I'm just taking 2 paper clips and putting them on the pocket there. I was going to bring my big brass traveler's notebook clip, but that thing is heavy and it's bulky and I don't know. It has hard edges and I don't want a TSA security to be weird about it. Um, this is Post-it note, just put it in there. Then I just kind of want to see how it would feel to write with, if it's too bulky. Just going through, is it passing the vibe check? I've got everything I need. Yeah, we are ready for a trip. I'm getting satisfied here. And then I forgot to show you that I'm going to take a writing board, really useful when you travel, and I'm going with this 10th anniversary one, or I forget what it's called. Check in and make sure it's all vibed. And I'm taking this Have a Nice Trip limited edition bag. The reason why I'm choosing this one, not the hotel one, is that it has this elastic closure, and I want everything to be safe. So have a nice trip. Thank you for watching. I'm trying to do a thumbs up and a wave, and I hope you're all safe.